Agriculture is the mainstay of the regional economy and offers significant growth potential. Despite recent industry challenges, the value of agricultural production continues to grow, particularly in the cropping sector. The Gulf Savannah cattle herd totals almost 1 million head. Some leave the region as weaners to be grown and fattened elsewhere, while others are grown for store and live export markets. The live cattle trade began exporting out of the port of Corumba in the late 1980s, servicing markets in Asia. Although this has been affected by market conditions, it has proved to be a resilient trade, with significant numbers exported from the mid-1990s. Corumba generally draws from a 300-kilometre radius of the port. The live cattle export facility in Corumba has also been registered and adapted to handle goats. A 2012 feasibility study into establishing an abattoir in the northwest, Queensland demonstrated that a 100,000 head per annum facility was viable. Cloncurry was identified as the preferred destination, drawing cattle off all Gulf Savannah shires and improving returns for local producers. The study also identified that growth of cropping in the Gilbert and Flinders River catchments offered the potential to increase the supply of slaughter-ready cattle and thus allow for a larger throughput. Most cropping relates to the production of forage and grain crops for fattening cattle on farm and crop production for off-farm sales in the Gilbert River Basin. Mango, cucurbits and citrus are also produced along the Gilbert. The competitive advantages of a horticultural industry in the region include proximity to Asian markets. An early cropping season may see Gulf produce command premium prices. The dry climate means less pests, resulting in cost savings and potential opportunities in the organic market. There's certified organic land in the Etheridge Shire. The development of the Gulf Food Bowl has already gained significant momentum, illustrated by the current proposal to develop a 75,000 hectare integrated food and energy project in the Gilbert River catchment. Further investments in irrigated cropping is anticipated. International demand also underpins positive prospects in the agricultural sector. Global demand for food is doubling every 30 years due to population growth and rising incomes. Many developing countries, especially in Asia, have greater demand for better quality food with high levels of protein and energy, such as milk, meat and fish. Shrinking agricultural land and water resources are also affecting supply. This trend is likely to see increased global demand for quality food products with price premiums on offer. Increased demand for fodder production. North Queensland pasture-fed beef is well positioned to gain a market edge as the price of grain rises. Forestry presents several niche opportunities, some of which are being taken up in the Northern Territory and Cape York. Selected species include eucalyptus, acacia and African mahogany. Commercial production of native sandalwood is another option as the highly valued timber occurs naturally in areas of the Gulf Savannah. Primary industries have always been the heart of the Gulf Savannah economy. Agriculture and horticulture in particular offer a range of investment and employment opportunities based around intensification of the beef cattle industry, offering opportunities in employment and provision of support services. High levels of interest in developing irrigated horticultural hubs around appropriate soil and water configurations, offering investment opportunities as well as opportunities for employment and provision of support services. A range of crops may be available to be produced across several locations, particularly the Gilbert River Basin, Copperfield and Inesley Rivers in the Etheridge Shire, and the Flinders River in Carpentaria Shire, and the Leichhardt and Gregory Rivers in Berkshire. Growth in the feedlot industry and production of fodder crops, including through increased on-farm irrigation. Growth in agricultural exports out of Corumba, building on the current live cattle trade to Asia. Developing new agricultural products such as organic produce and value adding to product. Development of new and emerging industries such as timber production and alternative livestock.